Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we'll be doing this setup. This is like part one of I guess the next couple videos coming, because for this event I end up doing 4 setups altogether. I recorded 3 of the setups for you guys for YouTube, and the other one I saved for my reels on Instagram. And I was by myself, and it was a long day. I was there from like 6 in the morning to like 1 in the afternoon, because I pretty much inflated everything on site. But the 5 inches I did at home. And I was like a creative overload in my head, doing 5 different setups on, like 2 of them was like on blank canvases. So it was like, I don't know. And this was the first one I did, but I kind of like, I was supposed to keep it simple, but clearly I didn't. And to be honest, I almost like shed a tear, you guys, because I kind of got frustrated with myself during like the shaping process and me trying to get like a shape that I really, really like. And I was like, literally, I just stopped and I just breathed and I just looked at it and I was like, okay, what do I like and what do I don't like? And whatever I didn't like, I just ripped it off, and you guys will see as we go along. So let's get started. Let's just jump into the video. Alright guys, so during the inflation process, I made clusters of 6 balloons, and those clusters was mixed with either 11 or 11 and 18-inch balloons. These balloons I'm using for this whole setup inside was by Sempertex. Actually, I think I ended up using Sempertex throughout the whole setups. I wanted to use the rest of, I had Sempertex white and and Tough-Tex white with me, in 11 and 17 or 11 and 18 inch, but I think I end up just using all my Sempertex that I brought with me, which was a little over 300 balloons. But right now I am tying on, I had used the white clear adhesive looks. Only reason why I use these indoors because as you see, I am on brick. And when I also attached them to the brick, I only attached them, I only pressed on 3 of the angles on the clear adhesive hook. I didn't press on to make all 4 sides basically stick. That way it'll be easier for them to come off the brick, which it was, because when I went to go pick up my frame, everything came off easily. So I was happy to see that, but I didn't think it would be a problem using it on a brick anyway. So right now I'm just in the shaping process and building the body of the garland or the design I'm looking for, and I'm just using those clusters. I tied 2 clusters together, and then I'm tying those 2 clusters onto the actual body that I already have. And during this process, I'm just going around shaping it to see how I want it. The client already wanted like just a regular half garland, so I was supposed to, going in, I was like, okay, because I have to do all these setups, I wanted to save some of like super duper my creativity for like some of the other setups, so I can just save like the mental, because it's a lot being creative. So it's like sometimes you just gotta save your mental, especially if you're alone. I don't have today I didn't have anyone that be like, no, I like it there, help with some of the decisions you make. So on this process, I was supposed to keep it simple and just do like a half garland, but clearly balloons just get the best of me. I don't know how to keep it small. Sometimes it's hard for me to just keep it small. I don't know why. I just like big. I don't know. I'm still trying to control myself when it comes with the balloons, and I don't know. It's a process. So this is what I was doing. I was going in and adding on those extra, after I built the body, I'm now going in adding on those extra clusters to thicken out the garland. And I was putting as you notice, the 24 inches that I added on, I put them to the side. I had them out to the side because I wanted to do like the simple half garland where they kind of just used as thickness and not facing the front. But I end up changing it because I started adding those extra clusters on as thickness. I end up changing the 24 inches. Instead of them poking out on the side, I end up changing them to the front, and you will see that. And right now I'm adding that 18 inch at the top because it was kind of all 11 inches up there, so I wanted to break up those 11 inches. And as you see now, I'm moving that 24 inch over. That was the first one I moved over, because I started to add those 11 inch clusters, or 11 and 18 inch clusters onto the garland. It was making more sense just to move the 24 inches to the front to give it more, I guess, dimension that way. So that's why I moved the larger balloons to the front at this point. And while you're working, you definitely just want to continue to step back and look at the design, see if you like it. If you don't like it, move things out. Like as you see right here, I think I'm about to just rip that off. I did not like it at the bottom right there. So I'm going to continue, even though I started to add those 24 inches on, you can continue to work on the body if you don't think it's all the way complete. Sometimes I like to definitely go to the next step, even though I may not be fully finished with the previous step, just because sometimes if you get stuck on what to do or what to add next, go to the next step. That way when you start adding on those other maybe large balloons or clusters, you're like, oh, okay, I like this a little bit better. So I'm adding another piece at the top because it was kind of getting short and it wasn't creating like that pointy look that I wanted. So, and to be honest, it was kind of giving like the shape was giving like a slanted rectangle pointed. I mean, it still came out great, but I could have maybe had a little bit more curves in it because it's kind of too many straight lines for me in there that I wasn't really feeling. So I mean, that's something to think about next time. And because I had so many others to do, I wasn't really pressed because it still looked really, really nice. I'm like, I'm going to just leave it. I'm not going to spend, I was giving myself my own time, my own deadlines on each setup. Like, okay, you got like an hour for this. I think I did this in like an hour and 15 or something like that. So I was giving myself my own deadline just so I can like quickly move to the next step. I didn't want to spend too much time on one setup, especially since I was by myself and I didn't have like the full day. I didn't have 24 hours. So I definitely wanted to use my time wisely when I was doing these setups. And now I'm just going in, adding on some of those 5-inch balloons. I did end up using some 5-inch clusters on here. You guys will see me add one of those. And I'm just going in, adding my little 5-inch clusters. So here go another one I'm adding on. The other one I didn't record, but I'm just going in. As you see, it was a little space right there on the left side where I'm adding in this 5-inch mini garland. So I'm using that mini garland, which I love these because not only are they like decorators and you can use them to, you know, just add a touch, but they can also fill in space that you want to cover up. And sometimes a cluster is just too big, and I just like that the 5-inch garland is like smaller, but it's really detailed. So it's not only does it detail your design, but it also help fill in some kind of space or give it another shape that you didn't think it can have. So, and right now we in like a whole world of balloon shortage. So a client may request a color that may not be available in all sizes. It may only be available in 5 inches. So now you can use those 5 inches as a decorator or as a part of the garland, but you know, mini. So this is the final look, you guys. This is how everything turned out. I end up adding some of those clear Bobo balloons with the all white design. I thought it turned out great. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any creative block while you actually working and how you deal with it. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.